Hi, this is Danelle Stevens. This is my second recording on Zotero, and this is about just the landscape of what it looks like in your Zotero library. And you'll notice there are three columns. This is a column that has all of your PDFs in it. My library has them all. And these are the subfiles under which those PDFs are folded. I have made these subfiles using this little guy here. And it says they actually aren't called files in Zotero, they're called collections. So I can give it a new title, and then I can create another file in which to put my documents. I find this is very handy, particularly for certain aspects, like if I'm writing about the emotions of academic writing, I have a file here which has a number of articles which have mentioned the emotions that are involved in academic writing, or feedback on writing. I have seven articles here that have dealt with feedback. So as I'm reading something and I find that it's also has a topic, I'll scoot it into one of these files. So there's the files. The middle is actual documents within the file. So academic writing has 486 items. You can see that a dissertation has one. Not something I work on very much. How about reflection? We have 87 items. It's a topic I work on. So you can see all of these they call them items because some of them are books, some of them are journal articles, and you can even put webs things in here. So, but this is your basic center where all your files are. Now, what is in this third column? This third column is very useful. So we're going to let's go to academic writing, and let's pick one of these. So this article is called Writing Groups for Doctoral Education. I've made 14 notes on it, and I'll explain that in a bit. But right now, when you click on the article itself, this gives you the details from that article. What type of item it is, what's the title, who are the authors, and the abstract. Now, sometimes they'll put the abstract in there. Other times, I have cut and pasted the abstract in there. Gives you the title of the journal, the volume, issue, the pages, and the date. Now, these are like cells, so that each one can be moved around depending if you're using Chicago or APA formatting. So, they're both basically little boxes that contain information. If you have errors in your bibliography, it will be because this information is not accurate. And it can be put in there by a computer, by a person, librarian, or if you don't have any information in there, then you do it yourself. So this is called metadata. All of these things are metadata. This site also contains your notes. So for this article, I have taken 14 notes, and I will explain those later, but I have 14 notes on this. It also has your tags. I've also tagged this article because in case I want to query articles on doctoral students, I type doctoral students up here, and I get all the articles that are related within this whole this section of the database. Related is I haven't used it all, but if you want to add other articles that are related to this one, you can use that by the add button here. So it'll just say, all right, and that's what I use the files for. But, you can use that. So this is the layout of this page. First of all, a review. These are your files. These are the articles themselves, and this contains the metadata and the notes. You can also get to the notes by clicking down here. And you'll notice here, one of the things that I do consistently is I not only have the abstract for the article in the info, sometimes I have to cut and paste it in there, but I also put it as a note. And the reason I do it as a note is that I can read it carefully and I can make some tags on it that show this happens to have doctoral students, writing groups, and academic literaries. And then when I do that, anytime I make a note, I do an APA citation, author's name, date, and page number on which I found this abstract. That's for later use. But right now, that's how this works. The columns that I put in the center here, you have choices as to what you're going to put here. Zotero automatically, I believe, gives you the title. So beyond that, you're going to go this little tiny, tiny box here, open it up, and it gives you a bunch of choices as to what columns you're going to put in. I've decided to lay it out just like APA. So I have the title, the author, the year, the title, publication, notes, and the date added. Date added for me, I usually dump the time there, helps me if I say, you know, I put an article in here last week. What was it? Oh, and I really want to access it again. So like this has my most recent, like I put a manuscript in here with quotes, doctoral student identity in April. So it shows me the things that I've added most recently, and that's sometimes helpful and it also, publication is, you can do that sorted by alphabetically. Sometimes that's helpful in identifying a journal because these are the journals that are citing your work or work that you've done. You know, these are the kind of citations you're using. So you might want to think about those for submitting a manuscript. So this, the title, the year, and then the creator. So those are the columns here in the middle. So again, we have files and subfiles. We have the center, all the documents, and then we have the notes. So I think that's all I'm going to do for this video. Let me show you another thing. Unfiled items will go here. These are things that you brought in that haven't been filed anywhere. So I see one here that's for reflection. I have a bunch of stuff on reflection. So let me just take that, move it over here. And the green plus means it's not already there. Undocumented students in higher ed, I don't know where. Art of questioning. I don't know, what should I put that in? Methods probably, but I don't think I have a methods one. Let's see, academic writing. Do I have anything on methods? Oh, I do. Okay, the art of questioning can go here. Then this one is on reflection. So I'm taking it from the place where it's unfiled to filing it. And so that's good. Now, what we have here is we have a PDF, and it says retrieve metadata for this PDF. That's how and so you're going to click that, and it's processing, and it gives me a red X. It means there is no metadata on this. And that means, in order for me to get metadata, I'm going to have to open it up, and I'm going to have to fill in, I think it's a journal article, manuscript. So it looks like it's a journal article. And then I have to open this up and hand fill this in because it's a journal article. So that's good to know. I think that's about all I'm going to do in this video. If you have DOIs, you can put them in here. That's helpful. This one, I don't use at all. This one, you could add attachments. This one, you can search for different things within your library. But the ones I really use are, I pay attention to the notes and the information over here. I definitely use these files and subfiles and create those to help me. One of the types of files I use is if I'm writing a paper, and like here's Jumpstart Research or Jumpstart Paper. These are all the references I had in one paper that I submitted. So that's a very helpful use of the files as well. So that's it. Thank you very much. Hope you got something out of the landscape of Zotero. Oh, one last thing is this down here is all your tags for this section. And you'll notice all the ones that I have are in the front here have a dot. That means I made up that tag. You will find that some articles come in already tagged by someone else. So, so you might want to, now if I hit one of these, it was going to show me that this tag exists for this article. So if there's a lack of framework for something in as one of the tags in, oh, it's this one. Lack of framework or formal structure, which actually needs a dot in front of it. I'm going to put a dot there because that's really that somebody else didn't put that in there. I did. Dot. Okay. Okay, that's it.